Hello everyone, in this video let us find out if there are any associated issues for a specific issue type. Now for the past few days we have been talking about issue types. We talked about issue type schemes, we talked about getting a list of issue types of a specific project, getting a list of all the issue types. So right now in this particular script, I am using the issue type manager to get a list of all the issue types in our Jira instance. And if I run this, I will get this list. And we also learned how to create our own issue type. Now, there is one more thing that you can do. For example, if you are doing some cleanup in your Jira instance, or maybe you're doing some work with your issues, maybe you want to skip the issues, or maybe you want to skip the issue types where there are no issues. For example, in this particular case, I have in my Jira instance, I have epic, story, defect, test campaign, task, bug, and subtask. Test campaign is something that I created earlier today when I made that video talking about, of course, the creation of an issue type. But right now there are no issues in the instance where the issue type is test campaign. Now if I go to, let us say, my issue navigator, and if I search for test campaign, I mean, by the way, this particular issue type is not even added to any particular project using any scheme. So if I search for test campaign, I will not get any result. Now this is fine, but there is a way to also fetch this information using a method. So if I go back to my script, and instead of displaying the name of the issue types, what I will be doing, I will be iterating over them, and I may want to just display something like maybe their name here, like it.name. So basically I will use log to display the list of issue types. So let us take a look at the log here now. So log is now displaying all the issue types. Now for each and every issue type, we can now do further things. So if I want, I can do something like I'll probably add a delimiter here. Now what I wanted to do is, what I wanted to show you today is that there is a method called hasAssociatedIssues. So if you use the issue type manager, and if you use this method called hasAssociatedIssues, you need to of course pass in the issue type object, which is right now in the variable it. And now what it will do, this script will do, it will print the list of issue types along with either a true or false. True means that yes, indeed, there are some issues for this particular issue type. False means no, there are no issues. So you can now run this and validate. So you can see here that we have the output here, and it looks really interesting. For defect, it is false. For test campaign, it is false. So let us go back to the issue navigator and check for defect. So indeed it is, there are no issues. And for epic, let us just check it very quickly just to validate. So we have one epic. So right now for epic we have one issue, so that is why it says true. What if I maybe delete this issue? Then we should have maybe something. So right now there are no issues for issue type epic. If I go to my script console and if I run this now, it will become false. So this is really interesting because using this method, you have one way of quickly filtering the issue types where there are no associated issues. Now you can use it for cleanup activities. You can use it for maybe in fact, a lot of use cases where you have to do some iteration over all the issue types, but you want to skip the issue types where you don't have any issues or where you have some issues. So this handy method has associated issues will definitely help you. And this is all I wanted to share in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much.